get it done. So you do the intro.
ASMR.
This is an ASMR podcast.
Wow, that cake's good.
It's good. All right, and 3. Let me get your levels real quick. 3.
Hello,
2,
hello, hello, hello. I feel like I'm kind of
1.
like hitting a top part.
You're good. You're good. We hot. We live.
See, don't you feel like we're like breaking at the top? Like it's like a...
No, it's the same.
You're such a cute producer.
I'm such a cute producer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call HR on you.
I love how you just whispered at me.
Do the intro, please.
Good morning and welcome to We Shouldn't Have a Podcast.
Good morning.
My name is Lacy Cavalier Carmichael and this is my co-host.
Jackie Carmichael.
And my
husband.
Yeah, why did I say co? I was gonna say co-partner in life, but
correct.
My partner in life. My co-lifer. Oh my gosh.
Stop that.
And it's Thursday morning and you're leaving me today.
Correct, I am, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Since we moved to Istanbul 2 months ago, they haven't had one away game. And then the week that we start a 5 mornings a week podcast, he leaves me.
Yep.
So tomorrow it'll be just me, but we're going to have a great time. Don't you worry.
Not too good of a time, I hope.
No, we're going to have a fabulous time. You may lose your job by the time you come back. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No. I refuse to be on the opposite end of you slurping coffee.
Oh, man.
This is how you do it, you. Come back.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Thanks, producer. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about a whole lot of a lot. We watched New Jersey Housewives yesterday. We got caught up. We got caught up on that. So, quick discussion of what we thought about that episode.
Yeah. First, I want to hear how you got introduced to the Housewives.
Yes.
And what that journey's looked like for you.
So, I think I always knew about the Housewives, obviously, because part of pop culture. And I feel like that was always like something I'd always like run across on social media. But you were the first person that really got me like hooked. And it was that like that meme of the husband watching or the boyfriend watching it and then being like, oh, okay.
Trying to act uninterested. And then it's like, well, why'd they say that?
Yeah. Why's Heather doing this? Or why is Jen doing this, or so on and so forth? Why is Lisa?
Why are you just going straight Salt Lake City? Is there favoritism there?
Heather Dubrow?
I thought you were saying Heather, the other Heather.
You're right. Yeah.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
I'm saying Heather Dubrow. Come on now. And so, anyways, you pretty much introduced me, and then from there, I did think at the start it was a little bit silly, and then I was massively wrong.
You were so wrong.
They are the most gangster women on television.
We can quote you on that.
Bar none. Like, these women are ruthless. I've never seen anybody act so ruthless at dinners, at restaurants, kids' parties. It's nonstop 24/7, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But you introduced me to it, and I now have favorites. I now have favorite franchises. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it until I'm gone from this earth. I am going to be a Housewives for life.
Stan.
It is what it is.
I love that about you so much, that you just jumped in, dove in, and you're locked in, and you don't miss an episode.
Correct.
And you have your favorites, and you have your quotes.
Yep.
And you're invested. He follows more Housewives, Real Housewives, like update accounts or news accounts. Well, I don't follow any.
Shout out All About the Housewives account.
And he'll text me as if it's like an emergency, something's urgent. Have you seen?
Mind you, I was ahead of you on even we're not going to touch on this today, but Scandal. Like,
Yeah,
I
you were.
texted you and you're like, oh, no, I knew. I was like, no, it's new information.
This is different.
It's new stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Tom Schwartz and
Correct.
Raquel.
Correct.
Which that came out for America last night. Vanderpump.
Yeah.
We're going to have to watch that tonight. Oh, you're going to be gone. You're such a traitor.
We can watch it simultaneously.
Okay.
Or we can watch it individually.
This is so sad. I was going to ask you, since you already showed a little favoritism a minute ago, do you have a favorite Housewife franchise?
You're stealing my questions.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
You're
sorry.
stealing my questions.
Sorry. You have questions for me?
Well, I mean, we can jump into it.
Okay, but you have to answer them too.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Also, last thing. You said I introduced you to the Housewives. What else did I introduce you to?
Coffee.
And now you have a usual.
I do.
That feels a little inauthentic.
You should be happy for me. You shouldn't hate on me. You should be happy for me.
No, I'm happy for you.
It doesn't seem like it. So you said, repeat that one more time. What do you want to know?
I wanted to know your favorite Housewife franchise. Like, do you have a favorite city?
Miami.
Like,
And that's,
without a doubt, that's how you feel.
without question. Like,
Okay.
I feel like Beverly Hills for me, it's a close second.
Damn, I felt that tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a close second for me, but like to me, Miami is just like leaps and bounds over like Nicole this season.
You
And
love Nicole.
I do love Nicole, but also just like her and Larsa, Larsa and Ariana. Who is the other? She was on
Marisol.
No, not Marisol.
Alexia.
Alexia and Nicole. It's just like there's so much, and it's just the Latina fire in the whole thing. It's just like it's bound to combust every single time, and it's like on 10. Where I feel like Beverly Hills is just kind of like way more petty with it, and it takes 2-3 episodes for it to really come to a head.
Yeah, Miami's hot.
If y'all put my face in this, I will sue every single one of y'all. Like, ma'am, you are going to sue Ariana's $1,000.
Adriana.
Adriana's. Right? Is it Adriana?
I think it's Adriana.
Either way.
Oh my gosh, that would hurt.
She's not even making enough off the YouTube.
Miami's
yeah, she's not even monetizing that video for you to even sue to get anything from that. Like she thought
spent $200K on that video. They had to reshoot so much. No, I'm not. That's not a fact.
I thought that was a fact. I was like, no way.
I'm just joking around. She, in my opinion, like, I've shot many music videos, and like that director, he was
Don't get me started.
Scamming her, okay?
For sure.
He was scamming her.
No question.
And his whole vibe was just like
big
too
scam.
much.
Big scam.
Like just yelling at everybody and whatever. Maybe it was just for the TV show, but like it was a lot for me. But maybe they need someone like that to
I think that was
it.
more, absolutely not, because you see all those women, like they was all like, we don't care, all right, we'll be down there when we
so
down there.
Imagine though if it was a normal like level-headed director, they would really get nothing done.
They would get nothing accomplished.
But he was like, we got nothing today. I'm like, there's no way you shot him.
That's his fault for walking into that, because he should have known of from the jump. Like he thought he was going to be the person that was going to just be the, that was his time, and it's like, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about an episode from this most recent season of Real Housewives of Miami. Adriana put out a song that goes, Miami's hot, hot, hot. And she asked the other women to be in the music video with her. And housewives being artists, like singers, and shooting music videos is one of my favorite bits of like a housewife show. At least one of them from every franchise wants to be a pop star,
or was like, I didn't like Erica Jane. She performed in Vegas. She had a residency. Adriana now. Then you got Candace. You have the burlesque show in New York. She's not an artist, but I'm saying like they always do their little break off.
It was a oh gosh, if I can't remember what this is, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
No, not Bethany. I'm tripping.
Luann, but it was a cabaret show.
Yes.
They say cabaret show so many times, like that is her claim to fame.
And so, and that's the whole thing. I feel like with Bravo, however they structure whatever they do, it's like they all, for whatever reason, they always find their way to the music industry. Like even with Scandival, he does the cover band.
Yeah.
Ronnie and the Sunshine Band or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's something.
You know I don't know. You know I made that up.
Yeah, I saw an interesting TikTok. You saw it over my shoulder.
I did see it over your shoulder.
Last night.
Funny thing is
about Tom Scandival.
I didn't understand at the time. All About the Housewives posted a like a little blurb.
Yeah.
From somebody that was a yoga instructor, where he was at. So whatever he was.
Honey.
Listen. This is important information. This is important information.
Coming out of your body and your handsome physique.
This is pertinent information. Okay,
so the yoga instructor.
This has
Tom
all the real estate in my. This has all the real estate in my brain. This is what occupies my brain. When you asked me yesterday about the why I couldn't remember what we had talked about.
Oh, good. This is okay. This is worth it.
Exactly. It's for the podcast. Before I saw that video, I had saw a tweet or a email, something that said this guy that took the video, his girlfriend, wife, something, was a yoga instructor down there, and they had already set it up. And I should have sent it to you. They already set it up that he was going to do all that to make it look as if like that she was in that mental facility, whatever. Because when they had seen him down there, like I guess, or at that hotel, when they were talking about, oh, he's at the hotel, whoop-de-whoop, that he was asking to get comped at the hotel and all these things, and he wanted to be spotted there so that to get out ahead of.
I'm not surprised at all.
I didn't understand until you showed me the video, and then it made sense because it didn't make sense what I was reading.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not surprised by that at all. He just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like it's just so. Everything about Scandival was just so evil, and it makes me sad because when I see things like that, I'm not sitting there thinking like, it's not a judgmental thing. It's not like, oh my gosh, they're horrible people. I think of it in the sense of like the spiritual world, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many demons at play with their souls and with their spirits. Like they are being literally tormented, and they have chosen to partner with those like demons, and their behavior is a result of that. And so it makes me sad in that sense, because I truly believe, like from a Christian standpoint, like none of us are ever too far gone, or none of us are like are gonna be, I don't know, like one choice you make or these compilation of poor choices you make, whatever, like they are not who you are. You still have a choice. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so like I still feel like they have a choice to choose differently in the future. So it's not, am I getting on a tangent? Yes, I'm sorry. But I do think about it in the sense, and I just want to be clear that like when we talk about these things, it's not from this like, oh, and we would do everything right, and that's like,
no, it's reality. It's reality television at the end of the day. You know, like I boil it down to that, and it, not to cut you off, I'm saying, well, go do your thing, Shirley.
No.
Not to cut you off, but to cut you off.
No, you should, because I've been listening back, and I really ramble. So I'll finish in a second. You go.
No, I was gonna say that. Yeah, of course. I don't think it's ever like. Definitely, I never feel like we need to qualify any of these statements because we're doing a podcast, and like once you put things out there, like I feel as if the things that we're saying are, yeah, it's a reflection of reality television. And I know that if I was in that position, not of cheating on my wife, but as far as being on you're up, like you're subject to interpretation, right? Like that's just the line of fire you've put yourself in. So it then gives us Like, you know, obviously we sit here and say, oh, we'll do it. We saw this, we saw that. He's behaving this way, behaving that way. I think what he did is atrocious. And I think that, you know, that's one of those things where it's like, that's the ultimate like betrayal. And for it to happen so publicly for Ariana is, you know, devastating. Do I think that, you know, he could potentially, hopefully become a better person from this and learn from it? Yeah, 100%. And again, I don't know where I was going with that, but I think I was just making.
You're saying like people know that it's reality TV and that we're gonna draw conclusions from what we're shown. We don't have the full picture. We have the picture that production has painted for us, and I think sometimes, like, as a consumer, I try to not lose the lens of these are real people going through real things. They just happen to have a camera on them. If a lot of people had cameras on them, I'm sure there's a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't approve of, whether that be really, really wrong or just like semi-wrong. So, you know, I don't think that, you know, we're sitting here passing judgment on any of them. I think just from we're talking about how we see it, it looks really, really bad. Yeah. You know, it looks really, really bad. And I think some of us, I think the fans maybe want to believe that it's maybe worse than what we think, or maybe it's not as bad as what we think. But I don't know. What is that? Coffee. No, what is the shoot? Gosh, I'm so bad at movies and stuff.
Give it to me. What you thinking of?
Where it's like you take a picture, and in the picture you're taking the picture, and then it.
Are you talking about Inception?
Inception. Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what you're just describing. I was like, that's giving Inception vibes.
Yes, but life is Inception for sure. We live in the Matrix.
I know that, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I know we technically don't need to like disclaim, like, if they're putting it out there on reality TV, like whatever. But I just want to be clear, this isn't like a gossip like hour. You know what I mean?
Maybe not for you.
No, but like,
I'm joking.
It's not like from a hater standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I was trying to say is, for me, it's the zooming out and going like, it's bigger than what's happening here is bigger. What's at play here is bigger than reality TV from a standpoint of like good and evil. Like, that's how, I don't know, that's how I have to like sit there and think about things. And so I'm just saying, like, it makes me sad because I see the pain and the like tormenting that's going on. And yeah, I just like, I hope for freedom for them and their like souls. And obviously we have free will, so like they have the choice to choose that. But if you've ever been in a bad place in your life, you know how hard it is, like, you know what I mean, to come to that realization. Yeah. That you can make a different choice. Yeah. So that's all I'll say. We weren't even going to talk about Scandal, so we need to stop because this is a whole nother day.
It is. I don't even know how we got onto it. I want to reel it back in real quick. I want to ask you your top 3 Housewives franchises. That was my question for you.
Easy.
Oh, well, then let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to go, oh my gosh, maybe it's not easy. Definitely Beverly Hills, because that's how I got introduced to the Real Housewives, and Kyle Richards is just, I just love her so much, and she loves country music, and I'm just so sad that I didn't put out a #1 country record, and like, she never noticed me, you know what I mean? Like, she could have been the godmother to our children. It's sad, if you think about it.
I mean, never say never.
I guess.
Never say never.
And so, I love Mauricio, and I love real estate. We all know. And
he had a show, right?
Yeah.
So is this one for you?
So that's #1.
Okay. So you are ranking these.
#2 would be Miami. I also love the fire and the feistiness, but I also just love the aesthetic. I love the colors. I love how they come with their outfits and the sunshine. I'm very affected by sunshine, and there's a lot of sunshine on that show. Yeah. And I like that there's like, it's just a different culture. You know what I mean? I like the different culture. For sure. Then, I mean, probably 3rd would be Potomac.
Over New York?
Yeah.
And over New Jersey? Oh,
shoot,
you tripping.
Shoot. I don't know. Potomac and New Jersey, only because Potomac's cast has been... What?
They messy, boy.
I know, but it's been...
or even
like less new people. Like New Jersey's got 2 new girls. I like them, but like it feels like, okay, we have the same Melissa and Teresa drama going on. We're trying to like mix up the vibe, but like I just feel like we're having the same season over and over and over again. And I love Melissa, and like Teresa is fine, whatever, but like I don't want them off the show. I'm just saying, it's, as someone that's watched for like a decade, it's feeling redundant, and Potomac brought me some like newness.
So what about Atlanta?
I've never really like loved Atlanta for the same reason. I feel like people are in and out. I feel like the storylines, like, I don't know, like I get bored with the storylines.
Yeah, I was gonna say Atlanta and Potomac are like, I can swap 3, 4. Like that's like my third is like, because I do like Atlanta.
I don't dislike Atlanta.
No. I know, but I'm saying in your top 3.
Yeah, no, it's not my top 3.
Okay, cool. All right, give me your top 3 housewives as well. Let's run through that real quick.
Kyle Richards.
That's 1. Okay.
Nicole.
What's
Nicole's last name?
I have no idea.
Nicole from Miami. Oh my gosh. I do really like Salt Lake City, but they're just new. They've got to get a little more seasoned. What? I already know who yours is. And then, shoot. It's between like, I'm going to go Melissa.
Melissa?
I did it. I said it.
So your team Melissa.
Well, I was going to go between Melissa or Dolores, but I'll go Melissa.
Okay, I like that. That's solid.
Yeah.
It's solid. I think that's a lot of people. I think a lot of people would agree with you.
It's it's one real OG.
Yeah.
One like almost OG. Like Melissa's been there almost since the inception of New Jersey, and then we got a new girl, Nicole.
I'm gonna really mess your head up right now.
I know.
I'm gonna really mess your head up right now.
Can I guess?
You can guess my 3, and I highly
Heather
doubt...
Dubrow. I'm not gonna do them in 1, 2, 3 order. I'm just gonna give you 3.
Heather's not even in it anymore.
Oh my gosh. Lisa Barlow.
Okay, that's...
Nicole.
Okay.
And
you're not gonna get the 3rd. I can...
Alexia.
Nope.
I don't know.
You named them, and the first 2 you named 1, 2. Lisa Barlow. She's moved up the rankings for me.
Lisa Barlow is everything to Jackie.
Her one-liners, her just her whole energy to me is just like, I just love it.
So being in Nashville for 10 years, like, and just meeting people and touring with people, like I have friends that have come in contact with different housewives, because like I said, a lot of them like country music. And I went and met up with one of my like good old friends in Amsterdam in January, and she tours with a country artist, and Lisa Barlow is a fan of that country artist, and I found out like they had contacts with her, and I was like, this is the one person that like
I'd be starstruck.
Jackie would be starstruck by. And so if she goes to a show, I already told him like we have to go. Like I have to surprise Jackie with tickets.
She's up there with Kobe Bryant for me.
No, baby, people are gonna be offended by that.
What? I met Kobe Bryant. I'm saying if I met her.
I didn't mean to like shame you. That felt shamey.
It did feel a little shamey.
I'm sorry. That was not my intention.
I'm saying in the sense of how iconic
you're right.
They are. I'm not saying in any other sense of the word other than they are iconic. Thanks for making me feel a little weird.
No, I'm sorry. I really did not mean to do that.
My third.
None of us are judging you.
My third is Kathy Hilton.
No.
And I knew, and I'm like, how did she not say that?
Gosh.
You know who the pro is, and you know who the rookie is.
Dang it.
Yeah. Big Kathy vibes.
Dang it.
And it's a little controversial because I do really like Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna.
She's too much drama for me. Like, I enjoy her.
Just like this last season, it was just like, you're not on the show now for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like nothing against her. Love her. Sorry, give her a massive hug. But
it's too in your face mean girl.
Correct.
Vibes.
Mm-hmm. She try hard. I don't think she's that mean in real life, to be completely honest. I think it's just for the show.
Would you go to lunch with Lisa Rinna and get to the bottom of it?
For sure.
Oh,
and she gonna give me all the dirt. She'll give me all the dirt.
Out of all the housewives, who's your first choice to have on We Shouldn't Have a podcast?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like if we're gonna go shock value, I feel like you go Larsa Pippen.
Yeah. I mean, for me, that's like view value. Which
okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
Not worth it to me.
Yeah.
No hate to Larsa, but just she's not my.
I'm saying you're the choice of all of them. Okay. Nicole, Lisa Barlow.
I hope everyone's okay. Can you hear the siren?
I've never heard it that close.
I know, it's very loud. I saw something horrific the other day.
Okay, let's talk about it then.
It was a motorcycle accident, and I saw it all. Well, I have to explain what I'm talking about.
You and my mom are the same person. My mom will be like, "So I heard something really tragic and really bad. Do you want to hear about it?" No, I'm okay. I'm having a great day. Well, so you know what? Johnny up the street, actually. Well, I'm gonna tell you anyways. Goodness, Mama, I love you, but Lordy.
We need to call her today.
Okay. I would love to have her on the podcast, to be completely honest.
That would be great. Do you think she would cry?
Yes, no question.
I would probably cry too.
No question, she would cry for sure. But yeah, to answer your question, probably the top three. Like I said, if anyone actually scratched Larsa Pippen,
you have to pick one.
Kathy Hilton.
Yes. She would say outrageous.
Yeah. Kathy Hilton, because Paris might come with her. No,
but Paris in Love was everything to me.
Yeah.
That show, I don't know if y'all have streamed it on Peacock. We watched it because it came out the year we were engaged. So I watched it and I bawled my eyes out. I laughed. I just loved it so much. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's all about Paris planning her wedding and going through passing the laws for the school stuff and so on and so forth. And it was just cool to see her in such a different light and feel like, I don't know, I just gained so much respect for her. Are you busy?
I was thinking about
checking your emails.
No, I was thinking about something else I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, what do you want to ask me?
Or if I'm
an open book.
If I wanted to run. Do you believe in aliens?
Stop it. We're not getting into that.
Okay.
Do you really want to get into that?
No, I don't want to get into it.
We got to recap the last episode.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
And then we'll leave these people alone.
Okay, cool.
So we watched it last night, and it was the New Jersey ladies still in Ireland, but celebrating Teresa's, I guess it was her technical, bachelorette party day.
Technically.
Where Jennifer planned this day at the farm, and which was funny. There's a couple things to point out.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
The whole drama that's going on about Melissa potentially kissing someone else, but then getting drunk and saying she wanted to call her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or no, drunk text her ex-boyfriend. I
wouldn't be happy about that if I watched that back. If I was her husband.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough. Which obviously doesn't lean to help her case when they do the reunion.
I know, which is what they wanted us to feel.
Iffy. Yeah, it looks a little iffy.
We just bought into the game.
Yep. And so, yeah, that doesn't look... And they just filmed it, and apparently it was wild. So I feel like we're going to have a lot to talk about once that drops.
Yes, and then we have the Danielle and... Is the new girl Rachel?
Rachel? Yeah, that sounds right.
Rachel and Danielle? I feel so bad when I do this.
Yeah, Rachel and Danielle.
It is Rachel?
Yeah.
double check that. Their drama. I feel so bad for Danielle. I feel like
she's having a rough go of it for being a newbie.
She definitely didn't play all of her cards right.
Nah.
But
it is. Keep going. Keep going. I got you.
Okay. I definitely think anytime you get involved with drama, like she actively asked for the gossip. Yep. And she was walking around carrying it, and like, it just stay out of it. But then at the same time, I know you're on a reality show, so there's like the side of it where they want to make good TV. What?
No.
But Danielle shared some information with Rachel. I think is her name. It is Rachel.
No, Rachel Fuda.
Rachel Fuda. Okay, just wanted to triple check.
Yeah, I'm just making Danielle Cabral.
That sounds correct.
Danielle Cabral.
Anyways, and then Rachel went and told everyone that Danielle told her that, and then Danielle called Rachel a rat. And apparently in New Jersey, that's a horrible thing. But they're just really coming for Danielle, and it just feels really bully-ish.
No, it is. Well, the whole thing...
Although Danielle did not do...
Danielle did
the right thing either.
Yeah. No, it is Danielle. But the whole thing is that how it even started all off is that the OGs, they introduced these new girls, mm-hmm. and what they did is they divide and conquer. Mm-hmm. So whether the whole thing, because I always find it so interesting, they always have the cameras in when she's making the phone FaceTime or when she's doing whatever, and it makes me feel like when Jennifer had Danielle over to her house, she was like, okay, Teresa, I'm gonna, because Jennifer,
for sure,
plotting. But I'm saying that, like, that's where Danielle has to lock in. Shorty, you on television now, and you with some of the hard hitters.
Yeah,
you with the hard hitters now. Like, you need to know that any situation can become viral and can become
and will be used against you.
Can and will be used against you and will become very public very fast. And so the fact that she got mixed up in all of it, she should have been like, hey, you know what? My name Bennett and I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? And walked out.
Jennifer is just, she's bad news. Like, she's bad news. She has it out for Margaret because of her outing the whole affair. Yeah.
She's not going to let it go.
Which was not okay at all in the slightest. Like, I do not condone that at all.
I'm saying that's where she's coming from.
But you can't match nasty with nasty. And Jennifer has just gone nasty 2000.
Yeah. What I'm just saying is, like, she feels some type of way, and it's like, I think too is because of, she's obviously been very public about they're going to therapy and with their husband, all this stuff that I think she almost even she feels justified, like, and that's her outlet of being like, I'm just gonna try to just create absolute havoc, and I'm gonna make everyone not like Margaret. And it only happened last year. Mm-hmm. It's not like it happened a long time ago.
No, and I feel horrible for her, and that's a lot to carry. Like, and your marriage is your most important thing in your life. Like, that's for someone to, like, I always hate when they go for each other's marriages. Like, it's just, that should be the one, that and your children should be sacred. Like, just don't go there.
It should be, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's the easiest thing to attack on someone because it's the most vulnerable, because they're public with everything. It's like, it's how they're able to, that's the risk you run going on reality television.
And then Teresa having her and Bill in the wedding, like, and not Melissa and Joe. Like, I don't know how much of this Teresa does for the show or how much is just really her heart, but it's just, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Yeah. All of it, like, to hear, I'm so beyond over hearing about family's all you have. You only have one family. That's the only thing you have, blah, blah, blah. And then Teresa being like, I don't even have family. And Melissa's sitting right there. She doesn't include them in the wedding. She doesn't, like, whatever. And then they paint Melissa to be the bad guy. And I'm like, bro, what is Melissa supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, how is she supposed to? Oh, so she's just supposed to, the week before the wedding, when Teresa in Ireland gets emotional about a picture Melissa drew, that's when Melissa needs to be like, okay, yeah, well, oh, you need Gino in the wedding? Okay, yeah, we'll do. No, at some point, there has to be boundaries. You can't fault Melissa and Joe for placing boundaries around their marriage and their kids when Teresa doesn't respect them and doesn't appreciate them, doesn't value them.
Correct.
And like as like family members, but friends, like as people that, you know,
correct,
that she should respect.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the I've been saying this word quite a bit, overarching kind of thing, is that Teresa's really operating from that place. Well, I don't really know where Teresa's operating from. Let me just say that first.
It's cuckoo land.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I just don't, I think too is that maybe she is jealous of Melissa, and
that's a fact.
You know, and
okay,
I think
it's not a fact. That's an opinion.
Yeah.
Strong one.
Strong one. That I think that is what's going on. And again, it makes zero sense that she would then like, oh, we can't do this and we can't do that and we can't make these changes. And she had an opportunity to dead it at the start of the season when they first, like, everyone was meeting at Margaret's house, and then she was just like, well, they had some issue. I can't remember exactly what it was. And at that point, it was still months and months out that they could have probably reconciled and figured it all out. But she just dragged it on for so long. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you can't fault Melissa for wanting to protect her family. And yeah, by the time y'all got to Ireland, she was probably at the point of like, yo, I'm just going to show up at the wedding. Yeah. We're going to get it done with. We're going to move past all of this. And, you know, we're about to see them drop the next bomb here pretty soon because I'm very interested to see how that's going to come out about
Melissa
allegedly kissing the guy in the how Margaret.
Oh, it hurts my heart so much
because
their marriage.
Because it's not true though, right?
I have no clue. It's very likely that it's not true.
Because Margaret said yesterday that this girl Laura, who she's not friends with anymore, lies about everything. So it's like, how could Jennifer hear that information and then go, that's what I'm gonna believe? And it's just solely because I think she doesn't want Margaret and Melissa to be friends either.
No, she doesn't. And she doesn't want Teresa and Melissa to reconcile, because then she'll be demoted to like just second friend. Right now she's like her sister.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of icky stuff going on. It makes me so sad in the grand scheme of life, because we could say all day, like, why don't they just apologize? And it's like, it's so much more than that at this point. Like, there's just not. So
how do you fix it?
In my opinion?
Yes. Yeah. How do you fix it?
Well, first off, I think it's going to take some serious, like, self-awareness on Teresa's part. Mm-hmm. Like, coming to the place of being like, I handled these things wrong, and y'all not being a part of our life is just not acceptable for me anymore. Like, I want to do the work, and Joe would need to be reciprocating, or what is the word?
Yeah, reciprocating.
Yeah, but is it like reciprocative? Probably not. He would need to reciprocate those efforts, and would need to listen. Like, I feel like they are terrible at communicating with each other.
Yeah.
And someone's got to make a change. And when the other person makes a change, then the other person needs to be locked in and committed to doing it with them, because it's so hard to take that first step.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just, there's got to be some humility and awareness. Otherwise, it's never gonna.
So Teresa just needs to be genuine about it, because it just, everything she says to me just comes off disingenuous.
Yeah, and this is just from what we've seen, because when they have conversations, like, I do feel like Melissa tries to rationally ask, like, what is the problem, or what and Teresa just flies off the handle with, like, I don't have family, y'all aren't happy, blah blah blah. Like, it's never about the actual issue. She never actually. It's the same thing with the Danielle and Lindsay stuff we talked about yesterday. Danielle wouldn't actually address the issue at hand, and that's why I say that I agree with the jealousy thing, because there has to be something underlying that Teresa either isn't consciously aware of that's
Yeah.
living in her heart, or she refuses to acknowledge or speak up about because it'll make her appear weak or silly.
Yeah,
or whatever in her
for sure
mind.
what it
She
is.
thinks that's how it appears. But on the other side of that is connection. And so like I hope for that for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No,
Because I think
agree.
Melissa and Joe would be absolutely open to receiving that, like, and open to moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously
They
are
keep the door open.
Yeah, they obviously are if they sat down with Louis, you know what I'm saying, and had that conversation. And I think Louis honestly has been the bright spot where he's just like, okay, like I'm having a conversation with them. Let me speak to them. Let's just do this calmly. I want like
He's
I think
trying.
he is trying.
There's still something weird. Do you feel it?
I don't.
Oh, you don't.
No, I not from a sense of like I've only seen him be positive. Now the whole thing about wearing your
Dad's PJs.
Like I think too is like, and he probably gets nervous and like tries to like because you got to think that's Teresa's older brother, right?
Yeah.
So I think too is like when he's talking to him, he's like trying to like, and I think that was just a weird way of like trying to be like, I'm doing everything for your family, and it came off really, really odd.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be a million things we say on these podcasts that were like, that sounded odd. But it was a reach.
It was a reach. I would never say that. I would never
I
want
would
anybody
hope,
to say that to me.
I don't want if...
I would never want my brother-in-law to be like, Dad's
It's weird.
It is weird. It is weird. I can't. There's nothing else I can say about that.
Well, that's that.
That is that.
Do you have any more questions for me?
Those are the two I had from last night when we watched that episode. I'm going to be better note taker.
Okay.
And really come with some hard-hitting stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to see you with
some John Tesh School of Journalism.
I'd love to see you with a spiral notebook and a number 2 pencil.
It's probably going to be my phone and my fingers.
Oh. Okay. Still hot. For tomorrow, since you're leaving us again, traitor. Not again. You're not leaving us again, but again, I'll say you're leaving us.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to open up the floor to our listeners.
Okay. And
see if they have any questions for me. Advice questions, since look at this. We give great advice, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, no. No, but just if there's anything you want to ask, if there's any topics you'd like me to talk about, I'm going to be here alone. Lone wolf in it. And so it's just going to be me talking to this wall. So any ideas that you may have, you can send to our email, and that is WSHAPPodcast@gmail.com. And
it's in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to the channel, and if you go to the About Us tab, it's in there. And also you can just leave them in the comment box. Just I read the comments, you read the comments, so even leave them in the comment box.
But we're gonna answer the email ones first.
Wherever the most comments are, how about that?
I want them to email me.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Email works.
I'll look at the comments if we get no emails. But if you make the effort to email us, that would be fantabulous.
Yeah.
Because it would just be easier for me to do from there. And I just feel like it's more personal. You can write more. You can tell me more if there's a situation going on. But yeah, we're going to miss you. Yeah. Slightly.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to miss you so much. It actually physically feels weird when you leave my presence. I don't like it.
I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Don't forget, like, subscribe.
Yep.
Comment.
We started an Instagram, so you can go.
We started an Instagram.
You can follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
I tried to start a TikTok, but it's been acting so funky. So
TikTok,
I'm gonna. Golly, I literally can't keep up.
Yeah.
But
like, subscribe for sure. We see the views.
Share.
We just don't see the likes. So like it.
And share it with your friends or on your stories or all the things. I mean, you know this whole saga, but it all helps us.
Or even topics he wants to talk about. I'm always interested to see what people
That's what I'm saying.
What
Send
people want to hear. Yeah.
WSHAPPodcast@gmail.com.
Or if you want to leave a comment, drop a comment.
Oh my gosh. We're going to fight. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Happy Thursday.
Yes, happy Thursday.
It's kind of the start of the weekend, so this is really exciting. Kinda. All right, we will see y'all tomorrow morning.
All right, bye guys. I will see y'all Monday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.